What's happening, YouTube? Moto Mike 805 here, and today is Friday, February 10th, 2023, 12:20 p.m. and we're starting off today in Cayucas. Hopefully I'm not yelling. I have my radio on, so it's kind of hard to hear myself talk. I got earbuds in. I probably should have turned off the music. But hey, before we get going, make sure you hit, oh hey doggy, squirrel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that thumbs up, comment and share, and we'll get going right after this. Alright, YouTubes, so there's the iconic Borodori Garage. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably butchering the name. I think I posted a picture on my IG a long time ago with my bike in front of there. So I haven't been on in quite a while, so I thought we would, actually I just haven't even really been on the bike, or any of the bikes for, well, the two bikes. I only have two bikes now. But I haven't been on in quite a while, so thought we'd go for a ride today. I took the day off today. We were supposed to have some family coming in from out of town, but they ended up canceling it. But I still kept the day off and gonna make it a 4-day weekend because Monday's a holiday. I think, what is it, President's Day, I think, on the 13th. So I got a 4-day weekend and decided I need to get out on the bike and go for a ride. I need a little wind therapy. So we decided to take the Honda out. The last video I did, it was on the Dyna. So this guy hasn't had his legs stretched in a while. Look at that view. It is a beautiful day. It's probably about 65 degrees right now. We're on PCH Highway 1. And we're heading north right now, just leaving Cayucas. I figure we'd just shoot up to Cambria. And then after Cambria, I'll change the batteries in the GoPros and we'll head up 46 to 101 back to the house. So that's about what we're doing today. There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. Man, I haven't talked to myself in a long time. The only time I ever talk to myself is either when I'm making these videos or I need expert advice. It's about the only time I talk to myself. Man, it is beautiful out there. So yeah, like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the last video, I sold two of my bikes. So all I have now is the 2013 Honda CBR1000R, the Fireblade Repsol Edition we're on here. You know, I never have named this bike. I had names for all my other bikes. I haven't named this one yet. And then Jolene, the 2004 Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide FXDI. I believe the I is for the fuel-injected model. This bike seemed like it sounded a little funky in first gear a few times. I don't think it did it just now taking off, but I'm wondering if this getting gummed up like the injectors, maybe the fuel pump, because it's been sitting so long. I didn't put any fuel stabilizer in it. I went to go get gas just now, and I always fill it up when I get gas, and it only had 9 miles on it, but it took 1.5 gallons, so I don't know if that fuel is just evaporating, but that might give you an idea of how little I'm riding the bikes. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I filled up. So I know I've posted many videos of me riding on PCH, but I just wanted to get out today because it was such a nice day and just cruise up Pacific Coast Highway. If you're not from California, this is a pretty popular road to check out if you're here. Definitely cruise up and down it somewhere if you come out to California. Runs up all and down the coast from the Southern Cal up to Northern Cal. Some beautiful views, especially up near Big Sur. We're not going that far today. We're only going up, I think, about 15 miles. maybe more, maybe less. Can't remember how long or how far up the road Cambria is. But where we're headed, I used to work graveyards there. When we first moved here, what, 8-9 years ago? Oh my God, I can't believe I've been here that long. I've been living over here in the Central Coast quite a while now. But I was trying to get on with the county, and they weren't hiring for the job I used to do in Fresno. So I just got any job to keep myself busy and make a little money while I was going through, waiting for a job, my position to come open. But then even when it did, it's like a 6-month recruitment process. You got to jump through all the hoops. So for about a year, I worked up here in Cambria, which is about a 40-45 minute ride from where I live. But you know what? It kind of sucked working graveyards, and it kind of didn't suck working graveyards. The one nice thing was I got to do this ride every day, 5 days a week. That was awesome. And the weather is almost always tolerable. There's a couple cold nights and mornings. You can get some a really heavy marine layer, and it makes it a little sketchy, but for the most part, that was my favorite part of work, was going to and from work. Maybe coming from work, because when I was riding there it was dark. But on the way home, you know, it was a gorgeous ride. Although it kind of worked out, because at the time Colby was in elementary school and daycare cost a fortune, so working graveyards worked out great, because I got home just in time to take Colby to school, and then I go home and sleep, and then I could go pick him up. So that first year here, we never had to put him in any kind of daycare or after school program, because I was working graveyards. So after I got a job at the county, I think he did maybe 1 year of after school program, maybe 2, and then he was old enough to go ahead and go home by himself. So that's a little history about here, or me getting here, moving here when we first got here. And when we first moved here, we moved into this really crummy apartment. But what happened was, we decided to come over here, and my wife took a job, and we didn't realize how hard it is to find housing here. We started kind of freaking out because we couldn't find a place. I mean, you'd see all these places on Craigslist, and you would say, hey, can I come look at it today or tomorrow? And you make an appointment, and they'll call you before you get there saying, oh, it's rented. So we really started kind of stressing out. And then probably a week or so before she started, we got a call from this one place. We go, and it's a crummy place, but it's like, you know what, we got to get a place for now. We'll figure something out later. And it was pretty sketchy. We get there, and this landlord shows us around, and he doesn't do a credit check. He doesn't like no paperwork. He's kind of like, okay, you guys wanted it, you know, whatever the deposit was and first month's rent, and literally nothing, no contract, all on a handshake. And we're driving back to Fresno, and all of a sudden it kind of hits me that I hope that guy was really the landlord, because we just gave him a bunch of cash and we don't have anything on paper. I was like, watch, we're going to show back up to this apartment in a few weeks. Someone's going to be living there and be like, who the hell is Ron? We don't know who Ron is. But we got back, and Ron, who was the landlord, met us there with the key. So it was legit, but that's maybe that shows you what kind of place it was, or this guy just does it on a handshake and takes cash. That was kind of sketchy. But we were only in there for a few months when something else popped up, so we went ahead and bailed on that, forfeited our deposit. There was, like I said, it was just a handshake. There was no contract. It was month to month, so we ended up moving as soon as possible, and just like, okay, well, you can keep the next month's rent, because we wanted to jump on this other place, which was much nicer. Didn't want to lose it, because we already experienced how hard it was to find something decent to live in around here. And then fast forward about 2-3 years after that, we finally ended up putting money down and buying a condo that's actually right by my work. So, but still, the prices out here are insane. The condo we live in, it's like 1,300, 1,400 square feet, 2-story, 2.5 bath. It's like 450,000 plus, and it's just, you know, for what we're paying for this thing in Fresno, we could have a pretty decent house. That's where we moved from. It is nice though, because we bought it, and then like a year or so later we refinanced just at the right time. It brought our payment down like $500. We're literally paying $1,000 to $1,200 less for our mortgage right now than what the average two-bedroom apartment is to rent here. And that's, when I say here, I'm talking about a Atascadero, not where we're at right now. It's probably double that where we're at right now, because we're pretty close to the water. Price goes up the closer you get to the ocean. But where we live, it's about 15 miles inland from Morro Bay. It's probably the most economical town to live in on the Central Coast here. They say it's called Atascadero. So if you're thinking about moving to California, it's expensive. Only a couple things good about California. One is the 365-day-a-year riding weather. Well, I guess that depends on where you live in California. It snows in parts of California, just not where I'm at. I don't think there's ever been weather that I couldn't ride in. There's weather that I prefer not to ride in, now that I have a car and a motorcycle. But so that's the first thing, the weather. The next, lane splitting. Regardless of your thoughts on lane splitting, the lane splitting's another nice benefit of California. At least when you're in heavy traffic, which we don't get too much heavy traffic here unless it's the weekend or a holiday. Then traffic can get a little heavy. Okay, don't wave. So that's probably the only two good things about living here, because it costs a fortune to live here. What else was I gonna... Oh, my P.O. box. So I know I probably owe about 4 or 5 of you stickers that have sent me stickers or stuff in the mail. I've got probably actually maybe more. I've got like a dozen letters from mail call that I haven't even opened. It's just life's gotten in the way, and I've been so busy. I haven't been making videos. I also need to get on and catch up on watching some of your old videos. I tried to kind of do that this morning, and then got sidetracked while I was waiting for the batteries to charge. But I don't have my P.O. box anymore. Money's kind of tight for a while, so we were cutting expenses, and I got rid of the P.O. box. So if you do want to send a sticker, just shoot me a DM and I'll give you my home address. I don't want to post my home address on the internet. Although for my amateur radio license, it is out there. If you know how to look, you can find it, because your mailing address has to be available to the public when you're a ham radio operator. That's why a lot of them get P.O. boxes. So we are almost to where we're headed. Actually, you know what? I think I forgot. I was going to turn back down there and just kind of roll through Cambria. So I think we'll go ahead and turn down Burton here and maybe kind of take a little trip down through Cambria. So this is there's two parts. There's Moonstone Beach, the Moonstone Beach Drive or Moonstone Drive, but that runs along the water. This is on the other side of PCH, so you're kind of it's a little strip of shops and hotels and stuff across PCH. So we're gonna scroll down here, and I'm just gonna maybe shut up, stop talking, and kind of let you guys enjoy the view. Maybe speed it up a little bit, add a little bit of tunes on here. I'm not sure what music I'll put on. I actually have a buddy that's a musician. He's given me some music over the year to use, and I think I have some that I haven't used yet. So if I can find it, that's what you'll be listening to. If I can't find it, then I'll just get some free music off of YouTube. So I'll shut up now. Enjoy the view, all.
So the brought to the table with the lips up, kick on, and all the other music. Hey, in the country that we all love. It's time to separate. You're running so fast to me. Now it's a tragedy. Coming a little bit closer now. Tell me you're lying to me. Tell me you're into me. I do not belong to you. I know it. Do not belong to me. I go. Now it's time to flee and now it's time to go. Now it's time to find another life that can grow. Where you spend a little time and you spend no time. In the middle of a cold room, peace start to chat. Now it's time to love and now it's time to grow. Now it's time to let go of everything you know. Now it's time to give just a little bit of hope. In the city, but the downtown, underneath the road. You're running so fast to me. Now it's a tragedy. Coming a little bit closer now. Tell me you're lying to me. Tell me you're into me. I do not belong to you. I know it. Do not belong to me. I'm going now that you're gone. I can't move on. Running so fast to me, now it's a tragedy. Coming a little bit closer now. Tell me you're lying to me. Tell me you're into me. I do not belong to you. I know it. Do not belong to me. I'm going. I do not belong to you. I know it. Do not belong to
So I stopped to change my batteries right here, and of course it happens when the GoPro is dead. This little squirrel comes running up to me and says, "Delivery! You got a mail call for me from HDVIBE." Isn't that crazy? Sorry, the camera wasn't rolling. I don't know, where'd that little squirrel go anyways? That's another thing, California, we got talking squirrels. Okay, it is windy here, so this might be a little challenging. Oh, you know what? Before I get started, let me put my glasses on, because you know how blind oh, wrong pocket. How blind I am. I can see far away okay, I just can't read. Get my glasses out here. Hopefully this thing don't blow away. See, it's a bit breezy. Just get my glasses on under my helmet. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So first we got life is short. Get out and ride the bike. Oh, that is so true. That's what I'm doing today. HDVIBE. Hey, let's go ahead and I'm gonna put this on so I don't lose it. If you haven't checked out HDVIBE's channel, which I'm sure you have, go check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. I feel something else in here too. What else we got in here? Please don't blow away whatever it is. Oh, some stickers. All right, check this out. HDVIBE, living the motorcycle vibe. Cool, we got one of those, and this nice one right here, black, white, and red. That's awesome. Thank you, HDVIBE. So let's check it out. Mike, stop blowing the wind. Mike, I appreciate your support as I have got the HDVIBE channel up and running. As a small token of my appreciation, I have sent you some stickers and the HDVIBE wristband. Ride safe. All the best in 2022. Rick HDVIBE. Okay, so I have to tell you something here. All the best in 2022. It's 2023 right now, but I have some explaining to do here. So, yes, all the best in 22 because If you saw, I just opened this, wasn't even open yet. When he sent this, it's postmarked January 6, 2022. Today is February 10th, 2023. So I am a little more than a year past due on this mail call. So thanks, HDVIBE. Go check out his channel. Awesome guy, awesome channel. So better late than never, right? All right, let me put this back in my pocket. Where did that little squirrel go? I was gonna introduce the squirrel. I think it was 805 squirrel. All right, so what we're gonna do is hop back on now and head north a little more up the Moonstone right here, and then we'll hop back on PCH and head south back to 46. So like I said, I'm just gonna let you enjoy the view. I'm going to shut up, stop talking, make sure the camera is rolling right. I stopped a little bit back there because I can't remember if I hit record when I left Cayucas. The battery actually died before we got to this spot. I don't know where it died. I know it was recording when I just started down through the town of Cambria back there, but then when I got here, my GoPro was off. I think I might need some new batteries. I might need a new GoPro. Oh shoot, I gotta take my glasses off. I was like, why are my glasses fogging up? They shouldn't fog up. I got pin lock, but it's because my glasses were on. It wasn't my helmet. All right, get that back in there. I took my earbuds out too. It's a little easier to hear myself talk. Not that I'm going to be talking, but I did have music blaring earlier, so hopefully it wasn't. I wasn't screaming into the mic. All right, well, we're gonna head back now. Oh, let me shut my face shield, make sure it shuts all the way, help keep the crackling down a little bit, hopefully. All right, enjoy the view, and we are off. That's it for today. Hopefully the camera's still rolling and the battery's not dead. But before I get out of here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. Comment and share. And remember, YouTube, ride like everyone is a hired assassin trying to kill you. Stay safe out there, YouTube. Peace.